Yeah, there we go. Well, I guess some people would just like see it. Right. So yeah, for the people that get to see it, this is the behind the scenes of the podcast. Y-YYC. We'll get going here pretty soon. After we do some sharing on the social. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Y-YYC, a show where we get to uncover, discover, expose the talent shaping Calgary urban culture. This is episode 2 for the people who got to see the first one. And today we are with producer, rapper, songwriter, creative genius. No, let's not push it too far, but this is Bishop Kingalore, aka Billy Bishop. How's it going, family?
Bibish squared.
Bibish?
Alright, man. How you doing?
Hey, same old. Another day in Calgary. It's really sunny today.
Yeah, I know.
Usually it's like the rain and the snow, so I guess
don't worry, yo. It's gonna switch up on us soon.
Oh yeah, it always does.
Yeah.
How long we go? We're gonna get right into it. Actually, I was doing a bit of digging and learned that you're from Kinshasa.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you get here in Calgary?
I moved here I want to say around 97, 98. I was a little youth, like 4 years old or so.
Yeah. So you moved here pretty young.
Yeah.
About 3 years old.
Yeah, something like that. It was just before kindergarten.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So most of what you know is Calgary.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So did you go to school? High school? You did in high school in Calgary.
I did everything here. High school, I was at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Tell us more. Shout out to Notre Dame and
Shout
people
out to
there.
And what? ND. Yo, everybody out there knows what's up, man. They hate Notre Dame because our sports teams murder every year.
Yeah. Are they eventually getting better? You guys have hope of the team?
I mean, I don't know if it's getting better or worse now, but shit, when I was in my graduating year, the basketball team won cities, seniors, the football team won, I think, cities and provincials, or just provincials, one of them. But bro, we stay winning, man. Yeah. And you know, Billy Bishop, shit. If you go back to Notre Dame and you ask them who are the top, like the first 3 rappers in like at that school, my name is probably going to be mentioned because it was a pretty young school.
Oh yeah. Any crazy story you can tell us about growing up in Calgary or like at the high school? One crazy story.
I got
something you're willing to share with the audience.
Alright, well there was one time like last year actually. This time we got jumped at Marquee, and it was like wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh yeah.
There was drama inside already. When you get outside, there was 30 people waiting for whoever to come out of that club just to start fighting, you know. And like, yeah, we got beat up pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
We had to drive one of our friends to Peter Lahey Hospital.
No way.
Take him to emergency room. Like, he was in the backseat of the car unconscious for a little bit.
So Calgary is not as sweet as people might think on the outside. They're like, oh, you guys are just holding gas, chill.
And that's the thing. Like, I've talked to so many people about it, and some people will say like, oh, Calgary doesn't have a trap scene. Oh, like the gangster scene here isn't popping, this and that. But a lot of the people that tell me that aren't even connected to the street scene, yet alone the gangster scene. So you can't really tell me when I'm the one. I've seen shit happening
in Calgary.
You know, like my own cousin's getting killed, like over some stupid shit. And you know MC Budidi? He was he used to rap with like Joe and Miranda and them, but he got killed in like 2010.
Oh, over some
crazy shit. Either it was over a bitch, but he was a rapper too. And it's like, you know, Calgary scene it's just been low key.
Yeah. Well, it seems like it's changing pretty soon after what you released on us, like this year already, and then the few stuff and the reason we're here and all having our chit chat here. Yeah, that's a great segue for our next question. So music wise or hip hop wise, RP to your cousin first. Who is Billy Bishop? Like, how did you come up with the name? And to our audience, who is Billy Bishop?
Billy Bishop. For anybody, if you just Google it, there's going to be 2 Billy Bishops on the internet. So the original Billy Bishop with the S in the Bishop, he was a pilot in World War One. He fought for Canada, and the name kind of came to me. I don't know how. It was like a manifestation from God one day. He's like, yo, just put your nickname and your real name together. Because in junior high and high school, Bishop was my nickname. My real name is Billy.
Why did they call you Bishop? Like, do you remember that?
I
It
don't
just came
remember,
out,
yo.
one
I
of
think
those
it's
things in
just-
school.
It's just one of those things, yeah. Where it's
You're
like,
the Bishop.
I guess
Oh, yeah.
Tupac was one of my favorite rappers. He still is. And I love the movie Juice. I don't know where the name Bishop came from, but girls started to call me Bishop, and I
Yeah.
took it.
Yeah, it's
So
like Billy Bishop.
when I did research, because I came up with like Billy Bishop, because at the time I was Bishop Kingola.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I want to simplify the name so it'd be easy for people to reach me.
Yeah, but you still use the Bishop Kingola, right? Because I think that's your website.
Well,
www.
we changed the website to itsthebishop.com.
Okay.
But there's some technical difficulties with when it's up there, it still shows Bishop Kingola.
Oh, okay.
But if you search itsthebishop.com, it'll be the same.
Same one. Okay, still connected. So yeah, so that's how you came up with Billy Bishop.
Billy Bishop. So I call myself metaphorically the fly boy, the pilot dropping bombs on me.
That's so you're great. I'm moving to my next question. So it seems like you're reading my mind here because that jumps me to I didn't mean to sleep.
Didn't mean to sleep.
Your first project on all streaming services available right now. I didn't mean to sleep.
IDMTL sign.
Yeah. So what's the process behind this? Why I didn't mean to sleep to start with?
Well, because there's a lot of you guys out here talking shit about where's Circa 94. And mind you, it's not bad shit, but it's like I needed to give people something because I really wasn't ready to drop Circa yet. And I feel like that project...
Circa is what your upcoming project?
Yeah, Circa is the upcoming album that's dropping this summer, 2017.
You heard
Make
it
sure
here
you
first.
guys free that.
You heard it here first.
I'm not going to tell you guys when yet. We're not announcing that. But I didn't mean to sleep because Circa was like everything in my life up to that point. And so I wasn't ready to release it at that point because like we need to be able to market it properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to just drop something on SoundCloud and a couple videos on YouTube and have no outcome.
Yeah.
So the best thing for me to do at that point was to create a project that would not waste the people's time. So when they're asking for Circa, you can listen to I Didn't Mean to Sleep and be like, okay, I forgive you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what that was. I Didn't Mean to Sleep took like maybe 4 to 6 months to do.
Oh wow.
But Circa was
still pretty short, eh?
Yeah.
4 to 6 months.
Yeah, man. It was just a quick thing. I had a lot to say.
Oh, yeah.
And then Circa though was like 2 years. We started recording that like late 2013, early 2014, and then 2017 it's still not dropped.
Still not, yeah. And this is recording with three Entertainment.
With 3 Entertainment,
People you signed with.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Three Entertainment is making big moves, man. Because you got what? You got Mino that just dropped like what last week?
C's just dropped last week on May 7th. You guys go cop that. I did this for fun.
I did this for fun.
It's very nice.
Heavyweights in Calgary, man.
Very nice.
Heavyweights.
We also got Red Rook. He's been dropping. Like Red Rook is one of those guys in 3E who hustles CDs. Like he has like 3 albums that he's hustling right now. And it's like, he's just working. Will Hayes got like a couple projects. I don't know how much I can say. But,
Yeah.
Will Hayes is there. Red Music, aka Nathan Royal, is there. Like, Chapter even is doing his own solo work.
Chapter's working on
I don't know if I'm allowed to expose all this information, but
But if you want to follow, here's the thing. Like, if you want to follow more, check out the Beat of the Week every Tuesday. Red Roots that he's talking about has been championed like over and over on that thing. I want it.
Yo, man, Red Rook, he passed me. I was the 8-time champion, undisputed. Red Rook came and just took over. Yo.
No joke.
Just took over. So now it's his era.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear some of the Red Rook music coming out.
Oh man, trust me, Red Rook is a savage. A pure savage. You gotta know him as a person too. Like, that's the team we have. It's just we're a family, so it's easy for us to like not have to work together musically, but still be helping each other push what we're doing.
Yeah. So, I love that.
2017 is a big year for us.
Oh yeah, big year. You guys are dropping bombs on us left and right, man. Those two projects are crazy. I can't wait for more. Seeker is coming here this summer. I'm still vibing to I Didn't Mean to Sleep. Like,
yo, and this is like, I call myself the prophet trying to make a profit. Like, you guys are all vibing to I Didn't Mean to Sleep, and you're about to vibe to Circle, but I'm already working on the 2018 and 19 music now. So it's like, man, there's so much work being put into it.
You're gonna have to look up the brothers, man. What's going on here, man? 2018, 2019 already?
Yo, bro, I'm preparing for the new decade. 2020. That's when you'll see us clearly.
Well, before we get to 2020, I have a quick question on I Didn't Mean to Sleep, because I'm vibing with that tape, man. What's the story behind Run Away with the Plug and Too Much? Like, those are two crazy highlights of your tape. So let's start with Ran Away with the Plug. She ran away with the
plug, man. I was going through a dark time in my life. And it wasn't I wouldn't say dark as in like depressive. It wasn't a depressing time. It was just more of like, I was going through a lot of, like, I moved out of my parents' house, was living downtown. I was around a lot of corruption. I was going back and forth I was skipping college, like skipping school to go to the trap.
Oh, really?
Like being introduced to a whole new world, especially in Calgary. That's why I keep getting tight when people say that there's not shit going on. But with She Ran Away with a Plug, I had a girlfriend at the time who, like, she didn't necessarily really run away with the plug. That was just a metaphor. But, you know, we were going through a lot in our relationship, and that's what inspired me to make that song. I don't really at all mention our situation, her and I, because I'm a pretty private person.
Yeah.
But
thanks for the interview, because
anytime you guys, man.
Rare interview, so appreciate accepting the interview here, invitation. But yeah,
yo. So then She Ran Away with the Plug was just me, like, expressing how I feel, like painting that Mona Lisa, but feel it like that motivation came from a deeper meaning or a deeper feeling, you know. So I didn't paint a picture of what I was going through in that time. I just painted a picture.
Inspiring yourself from that.
Exactly. I used that event to fire the passion and the emotion behind that song.
Did you make the beat for that?
No, actually, DTP made that beat. That's my guy. DTP, like,
shout out to him. Check him out, guys. Shout out to DTP.
Check DTP out. He's got a lot of projects coming out within the next couple of years with various artists. So you're gonna hear DTP's name a lot buzzing.
Yeah, he's high on production.
Right. I'm just glad that I was a part of it, because him and I have a lot of music right now. No one knows about it. It's like a lost files. But I felt like I needed at least one song that I could put out so people can hear that, Billy Bishop and DTP got the juice.
Yeah, that team between you and him is crazy, man. So what about Too Much? I ain't gotta say too much.
I was like...
Walk me, like the beat, man. Did you make the beat?
So what happened with that beat, actually, when I bought my MPC, and that was like a couple months ago. Like I said, I Didn't Mean to Sleep took like literally 4 to 6 months at tops to make. So I pretty much assembled everything I needed as soon as possible. But I bought my MPC drum pad, and like me, Goldflame is a crazy producer too.
All right.
Yeah. And then Noah J, crazy vocalist. Like, he's gonna be probably the most popping male top 40 artist that can transition into rap as well. I have high hopes for this.
Yeah,
guy, you know, that's why I put him on.
I've heard Ryder, and I'm like,
yeah. Oh,
he's killing it. He killed it on that project too.
He killed everything, man. You guys go check Noah J out on SoundCloud. But what's it called? We were in the studio, and I guess we made the beat a couple days before, but we were really writing to the hook. And originally we were gonna have Noah on the hook and doing Too Much, because we didn't know where to put the song at the time. We were just sitting there, me, Dula, and Noah, like, yo, let's make a beat. Right? And I pretty much like forced it onto my project, you know. I didn't give him an option, pretty much.
It's like, it has to be on the project.
Yeah. So then the day we recorded it, I said, okay, I'm gonna do the hook, but Noah and I wrote it together. So it was pretty much fueled by a lot of like the lack, I don't want to say lack of support, because I really want to be careful what I say. I don't want to disrespect the people who do support, or the people who do support but we don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
There's a lot of those
A
people.
lot of stuff behind the scenes that you cannot see, but that makes us who we are.
Exactly. And I can say anything right now that could upset them, and then they could drop that support, and I don't want that to happen, you know? So,
yeah, no disrespect, but
yeah,
you were kind of in a state of mind at that time.
I was just in a place where I've been making music, well, rapping specifically, for like close to 9 years now. And like, I was a young kid, so I wasn't expecting to be a child star or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I learned patience the hard way. And so, with too much, it was more of like, it was like, it's about time too, where I'm just fed up with where I was at the time, and I need to excel, and I need to elevate, and I need to evolve, and I need to become better than what I am now. Mm-hmm. And we kind of used that motivation to make that song. And that song was, we wrote it and finished it in like an hour or two. It was Beat of the Week style with that one.
Yeah.
We used Beat of the Week conditioning to do that.
Just beat done, just writing, alright, the beat is done, recorded, mixed and stuff.
What took us the most time was getting in the studio to do it. When we got in the studio, it was like, it was a flawless victory.
Were you in the studio during the mixing period too for like this stuff? And like just
I was in the
so it's like really your mind, like
pretty much
right on the tape right there. Because some of those effects in the album and stuff, this.
Oh man, we went hard. The only song that I wasn't there for the mixing process of was She Ran Away with the Plug, because we sent that song out to go get mixed and mastered with a guy named Atreus.
Okay.
I think he's out in Edmonton or somewhere like that.
Why did you guys send that one away? Any particular reason?
Well, DTP wanted to find a different sound from what I have already.
Create some variation.
Yeah, create variation. Because the songs I had with Chapter, for example, like Circa and I Didn't Need to Sleep, I wanted to have one sound for each of them. And then the project I had with DTP had to have its own sound too. So at the time, we never decided to put She Ran Away on the I Didn't Need to Sleep. So we just sent it out to get mixed and mastered there. And then eventually after, like 3 months, 4 months after we had because She Ran Away with the Plug was the first track recorded on it. We did that song like last year, maybe end of 2015, you know. So it was like, that was the first song, but it didn't.
It's like they stand the test of time already. Like you're working on shit that can.
Yeah, man.
Stand the test of time. Like last year and still fire. It's still gonna be fire.
It's still gonna be fire because I'm the prophet trying to make a profit.
Preach.
You know.
Tell them.
Profit making profit. That's how we do it.
Nice. That's great, man. Just dropping information on us. That's getting there, really close to our end because we're trying to keep it short for the people. But what do you think of the state of the music now in today's world where we're at now?
I feel like it's in a good place. I really don't have any problems with like any genre specifically. There's nothing that I hear that annoys me to the point where, like, if you don't want to listen to something, you don't have to listen to it, you know? So there are a lot of different styles and genres that people have the choice and the option of hearing. And I'm really satisfied with the options that I have to listen to. And so for hip-hop particularly, like, I love the lane that it's in. I could be a little bit upset that people don't care much about lyricism and like all of that anymore, but at the end of the day, I'm just doing it for the youth. You know? Whatever makes the kids happy at the end of the day is what we need to sacrifice.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna go. It's always like I realize that with music, it's like a youngin' world. Like you know, like if you want to be here in like years to come, well, you gotta please to the youth now because they're the one that's gonna go with the music that you have. Like, and you can see now with some of even the research, like in music, is that CD that sells as of like a physical CD that sells are older artists because that was that generation of the people that buy that. You know, our generation would be more streaming services and all that, but you have to attract the youth to create that longevity for yourself, right?
And having said that, before we cut off too, I have an issue that I need to speak on. It's still in the lane of that question you asked. Where music is today, I feel like the sound of, let's say, mumble rap, for example, I feel like that sound wasn't inspired by the people who created it, but it was sparked by the people who raised the people who created that. So let's say, for example, like with Nas, he made the song "The World Is Yours." So me as a youth, a child of this generation, I grew up listening to the older rappers who told me, chase your dreams, you can do whatever you want. The world is yours, be what you can be. And so what you've done there is you've now joined the two categories of the people who can rap and the people who can't rap. Because you told the people who can't rap that they can. And now that they're doing it, you want to slander us? Don't talk about my youth like that, fam. You know what I mean? Like,
don't talk about that.
Don't talk about my youth like that. You guys you raised us, you put us in this position. Don't raise me, give birth to me, and then start chastising me for everything you've taught me. You know what I mean? I'm a product of my environment. And you created this environment. I'm speaking to the older generations. You created this environment. I'm a product of it. So don't be mad when I start to innovate something because I'm moving with the time.
Yeah, especially
this sound may not have been what artists were wanting to do, but it's what the people want to hear. Yeah, so nonetheless, it's not being a sellout. You're giving positivity to the youth who feel like they can do something. 2017, if a man can turn himself into a woman and vice versa, why can't a kid who can't rap? Yeah, you know,
that's crazy.
So come on.
It's 2017. You do whatever you want, and people that vibe with it. If they don't vibe with it,
if they don't, like Jay-Z said, you don't like my shit, you can press fast forward. Fast forward. We're not here to entertain the people who don't want to listen. If you don't want to listen, walk away. The door's over there. But there are kids who really do want to listen and they want to make a difference too. You know.
So what's being done? So any album that you will advise our audience to check? Like if there was any album that just like smacked the shit out of you, or you listen to it, you was like, okay, goddamn.
Like big name album or like
anything that that our audience will enjoy checking out to know more what you.
You guys got to be really open minded because there's this new sound of music, but this project that really touched me. There's Minos. I did this for fun, and that one you guys have to go cop. Like it's just go to minosseeds.com. I did this for fun. Make sure you guys go cop that because if you're still looking for bars, then you gotta listen to Minos Seeds. Because if you're not someone who likes trap music or mumble rap, go listen to the real rap that is still modern. And another project is it's not out yet. But you guys have to watch out for Noah J. I have his music right here on this phone. You have to watch out for this individual. He's like, he's got like, on the phone. I could play it for you after. All right, you guys gotta wait. But man,
I'll let you guys know. I might.
Everything that's happening in house is purely something to wait for. Like even Will Hayes. Like, oh God, he has Kill at Will. That's one album. He has I Way, another album, and it's like two completely polarized sounds. But one individual created it all, and he put all of this together. So, 3 Entertainment is about to pop off. About to pop off, bro. Trust me.
So, anybody else that you would advise us to interview next that we can reach out to?
Someone in terms of like where they're at.
Yeah, and anybody, people that you wouldn't want even to experience whatever you experience now and want to see what they're about.
There are a lot of guys that I would bring up here, man. If I was to give you a list, you'd be booked up all year.
Give me 2 names. I want to be booked up all year. Give me 2 names.
Okay, I'll give you 2 names, yo. Minos Seeds and Noah J. Minos Seeds and Noah J. They need to be out there. Yeah. We all need to be out there. But these guys actually have like a message. Mind you, I do too, but if you're gonna ask me to support anybody other than myself, it's those 2 guys right there.
All right, we'll definitely make sure we reach out to them. So our last question here: Y-YYC? Why Calgary? Why should people pay attention to what we got going on?
Because we gave the rest of the world all the time in the past to do what you guys had to do. Calgary is the future, literally. They're building so much out here. Everything is building, like whether it's construction, whether it's music, whether it's the kids playing sports. Everyone's getting athletic nowadays, you know. And it's like there's so much to look out for in this city that's happening. That the airport's getting bigger. You know, like
airport's getting
when
bigger.
the airport's getting bigger, that's when you know that the population is about to increase.
Yeah.
So having said that, like there's so much in Calgary to watch out for, like in the arts, in everything. So you guys got to really look out for us in this next decade, because I'm telling you, I gave all these guys the whole 2010s to do their thing. I could have been like Bow Wow, Child Star in the early 2000s, and you know, done my thing and been washed up now. But nah, man, we gave y'all enough time.
It's time for Calgary.
It's time for Calgary to pop, you know. And I'm sorry we had to do it to Toronto, but you know, your 15 minutes of fame last night. You know
this guy is on one. This guy is on one. You want it, you're hungry. I like it.
Trust me.
Any other thing? Any other little word for our audience? Where can they find you? When can they check the music? Reach out. Say hey, what's up? Book a show.
Okay, yo. If you guys want to book me, you guys can go to itsthebishop.com. info@itsthebishop.com to book me for shows, features, music production, songwriting, anything that you have questions for, any inquiries. info@itsthebishop.com. You want to find my music, you can either stream me on all music services. I didn't mean to sleep. IDMTS, IDMT $, or you can simply just Google Billy Bishop with the $ instead of an S, and you'll have all my SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes,
Instagram,
everything.
What's the Snapchat? Because usually it's hard to find that one.
Snapchat is.
Or do you want to keep it private?
No, my Snapchat, I can fuck with that. You know, like you can go on my Instagram at Billy Bishop and BILLYBISHXP, and then you'll find my Snapchat on there too.
Nice.
Everything's popping. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know what it is. www.itsthebishop.com. Make sure you guys go cop IDMTS. Circa 94 coming soon.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Wow, it's your records. Well, thank you very much for accepting the invite. Like I said again, it's truly an honor because I know you don't do a lot of interviews.
Yeah, man. I don't do a lot of interviews, but damn, not a lot of people call me, so I'm honored.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So we will have more information into our show notes and our comments. If you want to check the interview again, you can go to YYCrecords.com. It's going to be out probably tomorrow after we do the edits on the live. This was Telly for the interview of YYYC episode 2. Billy Bishop, we out.